I've been in a lot of personal transformation, I would say, for a couple of years, and really doing a lot of inner work to find the roots of certain wounding patterns in myself and in my family. And that's pretty much what my life was like before coming to 40 Years of Zen. Had no hesitation about dropping everything and coming when the opportunity presented itself. I am a practitioner myself in neurofeedback, and so I loved just learning from other professionals about how they work with the brain and support the brain while it's going through these big changes. I was really impressed with the way that the coaching was combined with the neurofeedback. Things were woven together so seamlessly that the changes that were happening in our hearts and in our heads were really syncing up and really getting a big boost. So I loved that part of the process. The staff was wonderful. The food was great. The outcome was great. I felt like it was a really powerful experience for me personally and professionally. After going through this experience, I'm excited about reclaiming some of that energy for these other things in my life that I want to do. The first week back from Zen, I started having all these creative inspirations for how I want to run my business more efficiently or more creatively that would bring more joy to me as I was doing my work. I felt like I haven't had the energy to really have those kind of insights in a long time. So that felt really great, and I'm excited for having more energy for creativity and imagination and joy. I feel like the biggest shift that I've experienced since coming home from Zen has been actually in the way that I present myself to the world. It has changed, and therefore people are reacting differently to me, and so I'm really getting to see how much control I have over how people react to me. And so that's really been empowering. It makes me keep wanting to do the work of continuing to work on forgiving myself and forgiving others so that we can really live in that higher vibration of love. Continuing to support the brain and those connections nutritionally and with good light and all those really important things that I learned from Zen, combined with all the tools that we learned from the coaching to give us the tools that we need to go forward and continue to live in that open space where we have that capacity for real connection and real creativity and real evolution. Personally, my biggest takeaway was to remember that my imagination is really my strength. I really connected with that part of my inner self, my authentic self, and I never want to forget that. So I think that's my biggest takeaway personally. I would recommend 40 Years of Zen to anybody who's really on a path of optimizing their life, like whether they really feel like they need help, their emotional regulation, their focus and productivity capacity. We learned so much about how the brain uses resources and how we can optimize that in the training at Zen. That was so great. I would recommend it really for anyone who's interested in self-growth. Louise Rose, Portland, Oregon.